Next, chi-square goodness of fit test for normal distribution. Goodness of fit test for normal distribution. Problem. The figures given below are A, this B. The observed frequencies of a distributions, and B, this B. The frequencies of the normal distributions having the same mean, standard deviations, and total frequency as in A. Apply chi-square test of goodness of fit. Okay, I repeat, the figures given below are A, this A, the observed frequency of a distribution, and B, this B, the frequencies of the normal distribution having the same mean, standard deviation, and total frequency as in A. Apply chi-square test of goodness of fit. Solution. Here we are given that the observed frequencies and expected frequencies. Okay, next, now we will set hypothesis. First, null hypothesis is not. Null hypothesis, the normal distribution is a good fit to the given frequency distributions. We assume the normal distribution is a good fit to the given frequency distribution. Okay, that is, the given observed frequencies and expected frequencies do not differ significantly. Okay, next, alternative hypothesis is on complement of the statement, that is, the normal distribution is not a good fit to the given frequency distribution. So the normal distribution is not a good fit to the given frequency distribution. Okay, now we will construct a table. So this is a table. Y means observed frequency, I means expected frequency. So Y, so 1, 12, 63, 220, 495. So after putting this value Y and EI, we get this. So after putting this value Y and EI, we get this. Please concentrate this step. Here 2, this is expected frequency, this is less than 5, and this is also 2, this is also less than 5. So we apply pooling method. Okay, since this expected frequency and this expected frequency is less than 5, so we apply pooling method. That is, we are adding the frequency which are less than 5 with the preceding or succeeding frequency, so that the resulting sum 5 or more. Okay, and adjust the degrees of freedom accordingly. So here this frequency is less than 5, this is 2, and this frequency, this is also 2, this is also less than 5. So in this case, so here we add succeeding frequency. So succeeding frequency of 2 is 15. So adding 2 and 15, we get 17. Okay, and corresponding observed frequency becomes, this is so 1 plus 12, this is 13. Okay, next, here preceding frequency of 2 is 15. So we add 15 and 2, that is 17, and corresponding new observed frequency becomes 12 plus 1, that is 13. Okay, next, this is new expected frequency, this is new observed frequency, this is new expected frequency, this is new observed frequency. Then y minus I, this is 13 minus 17, that is 13 minus 17, that is minus 4. 63 minus 66, this is, sorry, this is 66, sorry, this is 66, this is 66. Okay, so 66 minus 66, this is 0. 220 minus 210, this is 10. 495 minus 484, this is 11. 792 minus 799, this is minus 7. Similarly, 924 minus 944, this is minus 20. 792 minus 799, this is minus 7. 495 minus 484, this is plus 11. 220 minus 210, this is plus 10. 66 minus 60, this is 0. 13 minus 17, this is minus 4. Okay, next, y minus I whole square by ei, so minus 4 whole square by 17, so minus 4 whole square by 17, we get 0.941. 0 square by 66, this is also 0. 10 square by 210, this is equal to 10 square by 210, we get 0.476. 11 square by 484, we get 0.250. So similarly, we get minus 7 square by 799, we get 0.061. This is minus 20 square by 944, we get 0.424. Minus 7 square by 799, we get 0.061. 11 square by 484, we get 0.250. 10 square by 210, we get 0.476, this is 0, and minus 4 square by 17, we get 0.941. Okay, next, summation y. Summation y means 13 plus 66 plus 220 plus 495, this plus this plus this, we get 4096. Similarly, summation ei, this is equal to 4096, and summation y minus ei whole square by ei, we get 3.88. Clear? So this is the calculated value of chi-square. This is the formula of chi-square. So chi-square equal to summation over I y minus ei whole square by ei, that is 3.88. Okay, degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom. Please remember, general formula of degrees of freedom for normal distribution is total number of frequency minus 3. So this is the general formula of degrees of freedom for normal distributions. Okay, so total number of frequency minus 3. Okay, but here 2 degrees of freedom are lost in pooling. Okay, 2 degrees of freedom lost in pooling. One, this is first degrees of freedom lost, this is second degrees of freedom lost. Okay, then the new degrees of freedom becomes total number of frequency minus 3 minus 2. Please remember the formula of degrees of general formula of degrees of freedom for normal distribution is total number of frequency minus 3. Okay, but in this problem 2 degrees of freedom are lost in pooling. This is first degrees of freedom lost, this is second degrees of freedom lost. Then the new degrees of freedom becomes total number of frequency minus 3 minus 2. Okay, then the degrees of freedom, then the ultimate degrees of freedom is total number of frequency. So here total number of frequency 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So 13 minus 3 minus 2, that is 8. So this is the degree of freedom for normal distribution in this problem. But general formula of degrees of freedom for normal distribution is total number of frequency minus 3. Okay, let level of significance alpha equal to 5%, that is 0.05. Okay, so tabulated value of chi-square at 5% level of significance with 8 degrees of freedom is, so tabulated value of chi-square 8 degrees of freedom at 5% level of significance, this is this. So tabulated value of chi-square at 5% level of significance with 1 degrees of freedom is 15.507. So tabulated value of chi-square is, tabulated value of chi-square at 5% level of significance with 1 degrees of freedom is 15.507. 15.507. Okay, next decision. Since 3.88 less than 15.507, that is calculated chi-square less than tabulated chi-square. Since calculated chi-square less than tabulated chi-square, therefore null hypothesis is accepted and alternative hypothesis is rejected. Okay, since null hypothesis is accepted, that is the normal distribution is a good fit to the given frequency distribution. So hence the normal distribution is a good fit to the given frequency distribution. Okay, next figure. For 8 degrees of freedom, the graph of chi-square becomes, okay, so area in this portion is alpha equal to 0.05, and this is critical value of tabulated value, so 15.507. area of remaining portion is 1 minus alpha, this is 0.95, and here calculated value of chi-square is 3.88. So 3.88 lies in this region, so that's why we accept null hypothesis. Clear? So this is the required result.